last.
It was interesting that Nat Geo came to us and asked if we'd like to do the 4th season of Genius about Dr. King. And we said that you can't have Dr. King without Malcolm X. We felt that they were both integral to the movement. They both fueled each other, fed each other, inspired each other. And this narrative that you have to choose between one or the other and who you align with is actually a fallacy, in that we need them both.
We have been oppressed.
We are forced to ride the back of a bus so a white passenger could sit.
I think for me, a common misconception is that he led with violence. And the reality is that he led with love and he led with light. And it wasn't actively seeking violence and actively seeking physical engagement. It was, God forbid, should that present itself, we have the right to defend that.
What you're doing is just. Never question that.
I mean, a lot of people would have just been like, all right, this is getting a little too hot. It's getting a little too serious. Let me pull back, let me walk away. But they never did. They ran to it. They ran to change. They ran to pushing us. And their level of commitment never faded.
We're in this together. How can I help you?
I believe you're going to do great things.
We must be a little daring.
I mean, from the beginning, the showrunners and the producers were very adamant that this was not going to be a story about these men with the women behind them, that it was about the women beside them, and that they really were investing in how to draw more of Coretta and Dr. Shabazz's contributions to the forefront.
You know, we've been realizing that these people were so young when they made these decisions to, you know, start off on this great journey together. And so they were figuring out along the way, they didn't always know that they were supposed to be together. There was obviously something that drew them together, that thread that kept them together. And I mean, the rest is history.
In some ways, it's kind of like, this show is about them. The reason, once again, that we're talking about them today is because of the fact that, you know, it says 60 years ago was the March on Washington or something like that. And we're still talking about it because they let those legacies on and on and on and on. They've been keeping it alive.
They preserved it. They
For
upheld it.
twice their lifetime, these men. You know what I mean? We're talking about men who died at 39. 60 years? I mean, that's a lot. But that's one of the beautiful things about the show, and that's one of the things I'm most proud of that we get to be a part of.
Do you think this is going to hurt more, you or me?
I imagine it's unlikely to aid either one of us.
Well, then let's keep them guessing.
Amen to that.